Well, hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a couple super easy, fun fall DIYs, so I hope you enjoy. For this first project, we'll be using this matte Mod Podge that I picked up from Walmart. And then for our image, I found this truck with a pumpkin in the back that is so cute. It says Happy Fall, and I got that on Etsy. I just printed that onto this 8.5 by 11 sheet of translucent vellum paper. You can use any paper to print this image, but I like using this translucent paper because it allows me to see exactly where my image is going to be placed once I glue it onto the wood piece. Also, we'll be using this wood plank sign from Walmart. This is a 12 by 5.5 piece. These come in two colors. There's the whitewash, which is what we'll be using for this project. They also come in a brown stain color. These are $2.54 each, which I think is a really good deal actually, because they already have the twine hanger attached, so they're basically ready for any project you have in mind. The first thing we're going to do is cut our excess paper off from the printed image. And then I'm just checking to make sure everything fits really well. And once I do that, I'll be using these foam paint brushes from Dollar Tree and applying that Mod Podge. Now I'm going to give that wood plank a generous coat of the Mod Podge, and then I'm going to lay the image on top. Also, it's good to cover your Mod Podge paint or whatever medium you're using as quickly as possible to keep them from drying out. Then using this sheet protector I had on hand, I'll protect the image while using this decoupage tool, or I think it's called a brayer roller, to roll over that image, making sure that I have a nice, flat, even, and hopefully bubble-free surface. Then I'll add one more healthy coat of that matte Mod Podge over the top of the image to make sure everything stays in place, and also I kind of wanted to calm down the shine from that vellum paper just a bit. I also make sure to get the Mod Podge around all the sides of the project as well, so none of our edges begin to lift up once dried. If you're not familiar with using Mod Podge, this cloudy color that initially appears is completely normal. I promise you it will dry clear. The reason I prefer using these foam brushes from Dollar Tree when I Mod Podge is because they don't tend to leave streaks like many bristle brushes do. I want this to look as smoothly as possible once dried. Moving your brush in different directions during this process will also help facilitate a brush stroke free and hopefully smooth finish once dried. Alright, once the Mod Podge has completely dried and there is no tackiness left to it, we'll finish decorating. So we'll be using this 9.5 foot decorative nautical rope from Dollar Tree to give this more of a finished look, and also to fill in those empty or sparse spaces on either side of this wood piece. I'm just going to wrap the rope around the wood piece to see how much is needed before I start cutting. And then I do always cut the ends off from the nautical rope because there's always a small piece of hard plastic or a kind of a glue that they use to keep the rope from unraveling or fraying. Next, I'm just going to use a little hot glue and glue each piece down securely, trying to make it look as though the rope on the edges is part of the hanger. And then I'm going to add a few little decor pieces. I chose to add a few fall leaves and a few little berries as well. These are from a fall floral pick from Dollar Tree. I didn't add more because I wanted the truck to be the main focus of this piece, and I wanted it to be minimal. I actually ended up removing the floral pieces though, because I liked it better without it. It was beautiful in its simplicity, and I thought the floral pieces or those little leaves and berries weren't necessary. I really love how this piece turned out, and I hope that you do too. Now, moving on to DIY number 2. So this is a decorative box that I picked up from Dollar Tree last year actually, as well as these mixed florals also from Dollar Tree. Then I'm going to use the decorative box to measure out this floral foam, cutting it to the appropriate size for the bottom of the box, making sure it fits in there nice and snug. And this is going to be used as a support for our floral stems. Then I'm going to be adding in these gorgeous mums. These are some of my all-time favorite floral stems from the Dollar Tree. I'll be checking to see how much I want these to be sticking out from the top of the box and cutting them accordingly using my floral wire cutters. I'm going to be using these mums as the center for this floral arrangement, so all I did was poke the stems right into the center of that floral foam. Next, I'm going to be adding in these bright orange colored mini mums. And again, I'm going to cut these according to the height I want them to be. I do want these to set just slightly below those other mums. I ended up adding 2 of the mini mums for added fullness, as well as 1 more of the full-size mum picks. And then, of course, as usual, I had to add in some of that natural dried Spanish moss, which I also picked up from the Dollar Tree. The Spanish moss always just kind of makes every project look so much more finished. I just tucked it into every little nook and cranny, leaving some to kind of spill over the sides also. I didn't really need to add much hot glue to this because this bouquet was quite full already, and so everything was sitting really tightly in the box, keeping everything nice and secure. And y'all, this Spanish moss is super messy, but I love it anyway, and I use it in almost every floral project that I do because, as I said, it just gives that really nice finished look. Then I decided to add these little scarecrow picks in from the Dollar Tree. This bouquet definitely needed a little something extra. So I started out adding just 1, as you can see here. And then I decided it definitely needed to have both of these scarecrows added in. And so as you can see here, I ended up adding both of those scarecrow picks in, and I absolutely completely love the way this turned out. I think it is so cute, and yet it's actually one of the simplest DIYs I've ever done. So that concludes this video, my friends. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. As always, I appreciate you carving a little time out of your busy day to spend this time with me. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and give this video a big thumbs up by hitting that like button. Also, feel free to click on that bell next to the subscribe bar if you'd like notifications every time I upload a new video. Thanks again for watching, my friends, and have a beautiful day.